know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Okay, these are just a few UE expat updates that I just wanted to share with you. This is what expats are sharing with me, which is not mentioned in the papers. Number one is I found out in Sharjah there are a lot of apartments that are empty, but it seems the landlord is not giving a discount or whatever. They were supposed to reduce the rent, but they're not reducing the rent. And in some cases, in the beginning of January, they said, yeah, we'll reduce the rent. But now they are manipulating the information and saying, oh, the UAE government has said we bounce back, so we are not going to give you any concession. So in Sharjah, it seems there are plenty of apartments that are empty. In Dubai, it seems prices have come down. I know this because one of my friends was staying in one place. So she said the rents have come down considerably. And one business friend of mine, expat, she is paying 50% for the rent. So I was like, wow, that's a good one. So got a great concession there. Then don't mind the noise at the background because it's going to be night. I got up, I think 4 o'clock because I slept late. I have plenty of people who's busy helping people with their placements and rebrand, resume rebrand and too much. Okay, anyway. The next one is, this one was a shocker, man. This one is, I don't know whether to feel sad or happy or... there was this job in this really good company where the person got in touch with me. I didn't advertise this because, he was offering a job for money. Basically, he was offering a job for money. He would take a cut. I told him, I don't want to get involved in this. If you want me to advertise in my networks, you pay me my consulting fee. What you do with the candidate is up to you. So, I get people who take my services. So, you can hear this? So, I get people who take my services. So, I had made whomsoever, I had made their resumes or I had sorted out their profiles. I informed my networks and I said, who qualify for this position? I said, see, listen, this is the deal. This is the job. I can send you a CV. And if you get the job, fine. But then they will charge you a little bit of money, whatever. It's between you and them. I have nothing got to do. So the people who I shared, I think I had 12 resumes. I forwarded the 12. The person shortlisted 3. And out of that, he got one person that he liked. Sorry, 2 people that he liked out of the 3. So he liked those 2. So, but he chose the female and he said, okay, offer. Now the deal that he had with her was that 3 months of her salary, he will take as his fee, 3 months. Now, the minute she came to know about this, she immediately got in touch with me and she was pissed off with me. Loy, you have taken me for a ride. You first used me for my CV and now you're using me to get more money. She apparently thought I was getting part of her salary. I told her, see, listen, my dear, you had paid me only for resume rebrand. And I told you if anyone offers a job, I'll forward your CV to them. And I made it very clear to you that this job came up where this guy wants his fees. You deal with him directly. I've not taken any money from you. You're dealing with him. Now, he offered a guaranteed job. He just wanted 3 months of her salary. Yeah, she was shouting this and that. I said, okay, up to you. Whatever. She said, I'm never going to deal with you. Okay, fine. Whatever. I said, up to you. Because, I already had offered her a service. This was an extra. I didn't have to offer her this. So, okay, fine. So we said bye. He chose the other candidate. I remember I told you 3, chose the second one. And that, it was a guy, that guy agreed. He said straight away, yes. And they started to work. Now, this was not an incident that happened now. Now it has been now the third month or something, or fourth month or whatever. She got in touch with me. Oh, Loy, please, Loy, help me. I'm desperate. And so I was like, what happened now? She said, Loy, I've been trying to get a job. I got a job. It didn't work out. Then she got another job. There also it didn't work out. And then, you know, when I had offered her this job, she was also working for another job. Imagine 3 jobs in the last 4 months, and it didn't work out. And it seems this third job or something, the guy didn't pay the salary on time because they had some problems. Now, in a day and age where you're not even getting a job offer, some people are not even getting calls. She not only got calls, she also got the job offer because she's a beautiful girl, and you know, she's very dynamic, very, very dynamic. Okay, but the problem with her is too greedy. Now she doesn't have a job, and now she has to get out of the country. And now she's telling me, Roy, that same job, I'm ready to offer even 6 months. Now who the fuck can help you, man? See, this is the problem with people. You know, you when you get something in hand, I've always told you, get something, grab it, no? Just grab it. You jump on your high horse. No, I'm not going to pay 3 months salary. No, fuck you, this, that. It's too late now, too late. That guy is enjoying it. It's a stable job. There's not much work and all that, you know. What I can say. I keep it real, but people don't seem to understand. Now she is. Out of courtesy, I tried asking, but it's a year end, man. It's going to be fucking December. Most of them are closing their books of accounts. If they employ, they're only going to employ by January next year. I'm actually preparing the list of jobs for January, you know. Anyway, this was another incident. The third one is this guy, he got on Tinder, he swiped, and he's kind of lonely. He's alone. He stays alone as a bachelor. He got this girl, and she said, oh, I like you, this and that. And, you know, obviously, being a single guy, you get frustrated. Girl wants to talk to you, and very soon when he was talking, he was seeing her boobs and all that. So very happy. And you know where it's headed. Immediately, he said, I want to see more. And she's like, oh, you like me, this and that. And she said, where do you stay? And he was getting turned on. Next thing, she showed more. She said, can you show me yours also? Show me yours, you know what? He very happily showed his masala. He showed his family packages. He showed everything. And next thing you know, he received, she said, I want to share something with you. She busy took his location, took his phone number, took his address, took his Facebook details, took everything. And next thing you know, he gets a video link showing him what he showed her. And she told him, it's actually maybe a group of guys or whatever. They took a video. Now they're going to blackmail him. And he got in touch with me, help, this and that. I told him, yeah, you want to help? Professional service. I don't do it for free. Others go to Dubai police. They'll do it for free. He got in touch with me. He said, okay, I'll pay. Paid. Sorted it out. I told him what to do, what not to do. I've told you guys before. I don't know how many times I've told you. Please don't give your authentic details, and please don't strip on the fucking camera, man. That also for someone you just fucking meet. Even if you know someone for ages, don't fucking do that. You don't know where he'll head. It's becoming dark, man. Yes. What's the time? I think it's going to be 7? Yeah. No, sorry, 6:30 something. I don't know how to get the time on this. It's my heart rate monitor and distance. Anyway, last thing that I want to share with you. You know, when people call, especially our Indians, I think predominantly Indians call me because I'm an Indian and I guess my target market is Indian. When Indians and Pakistanis call, or Sri Lankans, especially Indians, I think because the population is so high, man, keep your self-respect, yeah. This going on and begging, please, sir, please help me, sir, please, sir, no money, sir, no. You're fucking begging like a dog, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, lawyer, no money, lawyer. Who the fuck cares, man? Who the fuck cares about you? You want go beg, sit and beg. One guy told me, lawyer, I'm begging you. Yeah, go beg. Come outside my house and beg. Beg like a dog. You say, what? I said, you said, lawyer, I'm begging you. I said, yeah, show me how you beg. So, share a video of how you beg. Show. Do like this. He's like, lawyer, why you saying like that? No, you said you're begging, no? So beg like a dog. He felt very offended. I mean, keep your fucking self-respect. Yeah. See, there are people, you know, there is a friend of mine, very successful businessman, very successful, but he, because of this COVID crisis, he has lost millions. Okay, good man, a very good human being. His mother has bone cancer, and you know, he was literally telling me like 1 year he spent crying every day. He is watching his mother suffer. His wife is not working, he's working, and he has lost millions. On top of that, people are suing him. Who will he go and tell his problems to? I've spoken to ladies who the husband took loans on their name and ran away with another woman. And now they have to work one job, they have to pay 4 loans, they have 2 kids, and nobody to take care of. Tell me, who will they go to? Everyone has problems, man, but you go around begging like a dog, asking for pity. Who the fuck cares? That's why when people tell me, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to suicide, yeah, go fucking suicide. Don't tell me, go and suicide. When I went to suicide, people are busy taking their smartphone to wait when I'll jump so that they can share. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about your problem. So fuck you and your problem. Bend over, give your asshole to some patan. At least let him fuck you and give you $10. Good. So like that, save money, 10, and then afford my fees. Who the fuck cares, man? Lawyer, please, lawyer. When you had a good time, you're fucking enjoying. People are sucking your balls, your salty, hairy, black, oversized balls. You're enjoying life, traveling, drinking booze, having fun. Now, what? I'm your sugar daddy. And then there are those people, I am poor, I can't afford. If you're poor, don't go to a fucking Rolls Royce showroom and ask for a Rolls Royce car. I have told you, I'm not a fucking charity thing here. It's a business. I provide a professional. No, I can't afford it. Go, then, if you can't afford a Rolls Royce, go buy a Toyota, na? Google.com is for free. Go for free. I can't go to an expensive restaurant and say, I can't afford it, please, but I want to eat here. They'll say, go outside. There is a roadside guy who gives rice for $1. Eat there. Don't eat $20 rice here. It's as simple as that, no? Remember your status. Live according to that. Don't approach me if you can't afford me. Can't afford. I couldn't afford to stay in Dubai. I left. I came to Thailand. Why do you think I came here? Because I couldn't afford it. Live within your means. And one last thing about UAE. For those who don't want to take my service, okay, this is for those who don't want to take my service. Just be careful. There will be plenty of fake recruiters, plenty of scammers, plenty of gmail.com, @gmail.com, people who will be offering you jobs. Just be careful. There's going to be a rise of that. Jobs are coming, but for January. Don't fall for anyone telling you anything otherwise. Especially when they tell you, yeah, you have to register with us to pay us money and then we'll forward your resume. No. If a guy is offering you a professional rebranding service, fine. If you think he's good and he's not doing copy paste, go ahead and take his service. The confirmed jobs that I do know, I'm sharing with my networks, and there are far and few. Okay, but the actual jobs I've told you is for January, that I'll be bringing out after a few days. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. If any updates, please inform me. I keep your identity anonymous. You know, and your comments, you can put them down below. Having said that, I think it's becoming pretty dark. Need to go home now and work the full night to give you guys content. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and donate to my channel. All right, you guys take care. See you.